Um, Electronics could be a positive or negative thing. We are taking the negative side.
Yeah,
that's good.
Electronics have some positive impacts on the world today, but I also see a lot of negative impacts that are created by electronics on the world today. Kids are always on their phones. They don't communicate with words anymore, with their voices. They communicate with their thumbs through text messages. And other electronics keep kids on the couch instead of out getting exercise.
Both. Not capturing. I think it's both. I think it can be both positive and negative. Well, negative things, I think people become a little bit too attached to their electronic devices and are distracted easily by them, and they'd rather play games or be on Facebook or Twitter and be connected to everybody constantly than do things that they need to, like schoolwork or homework or things at their job, or paying attention while you're driving because you're so connected to these things. Some of the positive things are technology gives us the ability to do things that we used to not be able to do, depending on what kind of technology you're looking at. With cell phones, they can be really beneficial. iPads, things like that. They can help you keep track of your appointments and keep on task and
yeah, because whenever you write the appointments down, you like lose the paper, or you just completely forget about it.
Right, and then you can have the phone remind you, and you can use them to make calculations, or there's lots of little apps on there that you can. We have a compass on one of ours. There's maps too, so you don't get lost.
Yeah, that's true. Like a little GPS.
Outside of phones, there's a lot of scientific research that we wouldn't have been able to do without technology. So
that's true.
Teacher and someone who has taught for many years without the students having access to phones, I feel like I have a little bit different perspective. I feel that phones could have a place in class if they are used appropriately. For example, there are several apps that students can download in Spanish, and I would have no problem with them using those in class. I find it very distracting if students have the phones out to text in class. I resent having to walk around and look for phones all the time. I resent if I'm teaching and students are texting or, obviously have the phone on in their lap. I think that it's made it very easy for children to cheat on tests with the phones. I do have a phone. I use it for emergencies. I always bring it to school, but I have never answered in class. I know that children are going to always have their phones, but I would prefer that they are not using them in class unless it's for an assignment.
Reason 1. Phones. Evidence 1 is because students don't pay attention in class and get distracted very easily. Evidence 2 is because every few seconds teachers tell students to put away their phones. Students could lose IQ points from using too much technology, and that could cause them to drop out of school. Reason 2. Use of cell phones. People use them to play games and also get distracted easily. Evidence 2. Students watch videos and listen to music on their cell phones and don't pay attention in class. The students get distracted easily by being on the social network like Facebook or Twitter.
Okay.
The cell phones could be used for getting in touch with your family members, long distance family calls, or you could use them for emergencies. However, the cell phones are a big distraction to the people around you. You will be able to communicate less with your family or the people around you. The telegraph was the first line of communication ever invented, and that's what started the line of technology that we have today.